Welcome to this edition of Daytona Beach Television. I'm your host, the Reverend Dr. L. Ronald Durham. I'm standing on the corner of Caroline and Orange Avenue. Specifically, I'm in front of 955 Orange Avenue, one of our shopping districts in this area. We're about to interview a business owner and a pastor, Pastor Danny Fuqua, and get his thoughts and his opinions on the new paving, what it looks like, how he feels about the new construction. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to have him in just 1 minute. Welcome to Daytona Beach Television. I'm here today with the co-pastor of the Word and Praise Church and Word and Praise Learning Center, co-pastor Danny Fuqua. Welcome to the program today, Pastor.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm so happy to have you on the show today. So what do you think? We're almost at completion now of Orange Avenue. The paving is done from Nova to Beach Street. How does it look to you?
Wow, I have to say it really looks great. I'm excited to see what has been done so far, and I'm excited to see the finished product.
And how do you think that the paving now is going to impact your church and your business?
I think it's going to make a major positive impact because the local citizens will see that the project is finished from the west end and to the east end of it, and they will be able to travel the major Orange Avenue corridor, and I think the business is going to really pick up.
Well, Pastor, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know how busy you are, and for all that you do and contribute to this city. Thank you so much for being on Daytona Beach Television today.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Welcome back to Daytona Beach Television. I'm your host, the Reverend Dr. L. Ronald Durham. I'm here today talking with some representatives from Chinchor Electric. Ron, welcome to the program today. I'm happy to have you on the show. So tell us a little bit, Ron, about what's going on here. You've been here for the entire 2 years of the project. All right, so you're intimately familiar. We're getting down now to the final few things that have to be finished. So talk a little bit about what's going on in this area here that you're working on with your crew.
Well, actually what this is here, we're making a base for a ped pole, which the base itself has to be fairly deep, and it's below the sidewalk. So when they come in and finish, that the bolt pattern here will stick up above the finished sidewalk so our ped poles can go on. And this is the last one on the project.
All right. And so those ped poles, that's that large black pole here that I'm looking at? Or
these right here for the crossing.
Okay, for the crossing. Yeah. So that's the ped pole for the crossing. And now that makes sound too, doesn't it?
Yes, they're audible ped poles, so when you push a button, it will talk to you and tell you when you can cross and when you can't cross.
That's great for handicapped people as they're approaching an intersection to have that really kind of guide them through, exactly. So they're safely crossing these streets.
Yes, sir. Yeah. That's what these are for ADA.
And Ron, we see that there's some wooden poles that are still in place along the stretch of the roadway. Kind of talk a little bit about what these wooden poles represent, and they have to come down, don't they?
Yes, sir. This is the old existing overhead lines. They're all coming out because everything is underground now. So Florida Power will come in eventually, and I'm not sure when. But all of these poles will be removed, and then the finished product, they can finish up with the sidewalks and so.
So are you glad that you're getting down to the end of the project finally?
Yes, sir. I am. I've been out here for over 2 years, so I'm ready.
Well, listen, Ron, I appreciate all the work that you guys did. You're helping to make our city beautiful, and we appreciate the effort. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you giving us the work, and we like to do a good job.
Well, thank you, and I didn't mean to interrupt your project. I hope you can get back and get it all done for us.
It will be, sir. We should be done this week. I think there was the storm. Matthew damaged a light pole down at Keach. That's going up tonight, so we're doing our finishing touches.
So did Matthew kind of impact the progress of the work? Did it slow you down at all?
Some, not really. I mean, there's a lot of other things that have interfered with it. But Matthew, it did some damage, but not really so much as, the intersection was working. Now it's a four-way stop, but after tonight it'll be working again.
Well, again, thank you, Ron. We appreciate Chinchor and the work that you guys did.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, you've been listening to Ron from Chinchor Electric, and he's bringing us up to date. We're getting down to the final stretch of this project on Orange Avenue. The roadway is completely open all the way from Nova down to Beach Street on the east side, so we're down to the end. I'm going to be back in 1 second. Don't go anywhere. I'm here with attorney Monica Wilson, standing in front of her business here on Orange Avenue. Welcome to Daytona Beach Television, Ms. Wilson. We're glad to have you on the program.
Thank you.
Well, almost 2 years ago, the city of Daytona Beach embarked on this huge, massive project from Nova Road to Beach Street to improve Orange Avenue. Kind of tell us, as a business owner here in town, what your thoughts are.
Well, we are delighted. We've seen the transition and the evolution of this of the road, and the road was virtually inaccessible for a while. But through these last years, we've seen with the improvements greatest ease, facility for our clients to access, come to the office, and to drive around and to see our sign, of course. And it's just made it more of a pleasure. I come to my office now and it's like I can relax. It's lovely. And we walk outside and we see the beautiful 5th District Court of Appeals across the street. The other court, our state annex, is right down the road. And we feel very comfortable right now.
Well, now that we have the paving done in front of your property, have you noticed that the traffic flow is a lot easier? Are your customers getting a better experience when they park in front of the building?
Well, actually, they can now park in front of the building, which is fabulous. And yes, so that they can drive around, come back, use Google Maps, whatever it is that they use to locate and park. And most of the time, our clients are virtually able to park right in the very front. We have parking in the rear, but it's just so convenient and so comfortable. You know, driving around, I'm in many other towns throughout Florida with my work, and coming back, I was out of town today in Central Florida. It's so beautiful here. We're just happy to be here in this perfect location. Thank you so much.
I want to thank you, Attorney Wilson, for giving us these few minutes of your time. I know how busy you are, and I'm hoping that now that the corridor has improved tremendously, it's going to really make an impact on all of the businesses in this area, and that you're going to have a great experience with the final product.
Thank you very much. Thank you for talking.
Thank you. I've been talking to Attorney Monica Wilson here on Orange Avenue. Don't go anywhere. I think I'll be back in 1 minute. Welcome back to this episode of Currents. We're closing out today's program with a unique aerial view of Veterans Memorial Bridge. As you can see from the aerial footage, the pilings are being driven into the ground. You can hear the noise in the background perhaps, but you can see that there's much progress as this bridge is nearing completion. And we want you to keep watching because we're going to bring you more up-to-date footage of this bridge and other local sites in our city. I'm standing at the foot of Halifax Harbor Park, and what a beautiful setting to close out this edition of our program. I want you to tune in next time because we're going to have Sheriff Chitwood, Mayor Henry, and Chief Capri, and we're going to interview them about some things going on with our homeless population here in the city of Daytona Beach. So tune in because you won't want to miss it. I'm your host, the Reverend Dr. L. Ronald Durham. Goodbye for now, but I'll see you next time.